Let me show you some tips and tricks for Xiaomi 17T and 17T Pro. Let's get right into it. The first thing that I want to show you is home screen transitions. As you can see, if I switch between different pages, I have this little transmission that looks slightly different than the default one. If you want to apply a custom transition, you just have to press and hold your finger on an empty space. Then over here we should be able to go to settings in the bottom right corner, and then in here we have transition effects. Then you should be able to choose whichever transition you would like to use on your Xiaomi 17T or 17T Pro. Another trick that I want to show you is actually with folders. So you might already know this, but still I feel like it is worth mentioning. We can edit the size of these folders. So by default, folders have 1x1 size, but if you go to edit, then over here we have the enlarged style and double XL. In both cases, the enlarged and double XL have 2x2 size, and the difference between them is that in the case of enlarged, first three apps that we have in the folder have these bigger icons, and this means that you can open these apps pretty much immediately by tapping on them. There we go. And the XXL size means that you can use up to 8 apps. First 8 apps that you have in the folder can be opened directly just by tapping on these app icons, and the rest of them you can just tap on the remaining icon that you can see in the bottom right corner of the folder, and then you open the folder to open these apps. So of course this means that you have quicker access to apps that are organized in folders, and this allows you to save lots of space on the home screen. We also have the app drawer customization. For example, over here at the tab, you can use different categories to categorize your apps however you want to. Of course, we have some of these categories already created for us, but if you tap on this setting and go to manage app categories, you can decide which categories you want to use. You can of course customize them if you want to. You can decide which apps should be inside these categories, and if you don't like categories at all, then you can just completely disable this feature so that you will not have them anymore. Besides that, we can of course toggle app suggestions. So by default we have 4 pinned apps at the top of the app drawer, and we can just turn them off if you don't like that. And another thing that is definitely worth mentioning is the background, because by default we have this simple light or dark background, and we can apply the transparency so we can still see the wallpaper even if you use the app drawer, which can be a pretty cool stuff if someone really likes their wallpaper. It is also worth checking out the security app, because if you go here you can find a bunch of different tools that can be useful to optimize your smartphone in one way or another. For example, here we have this simple optimize button that goes through system security, clears cache, and also checks the security of apps that you have installed on your smartphone. You can also see some of the suggestions that you can of course do on your smartphone afterwards, so feel free to do that. We also have a cleaner where we can just quickly clean cache and obsolete files and packages and residuals and so on and so forth, and even clear the memory as well. So of course be sure to use it from time to time as well, just to make sure that you of course run optimized smartphone. We have the security scan, we have the boost speed option, which allows you to quickly speed up your phone. We have deep clean, and inside the deep clean we have the uninstall apps option, and then in here, instead of uninstalling apps one by one, you can select multiple apps at once, and then you can get rid of them all at once. So you can just select, for example, 5 apps, and all of these 5 apps are going to be removed instantly. Of course, usually if you use, for example, the app drawer in order to remove apps, you have to do this one by one. You have to select an app and then choose that you want to uninstall it, and then you have to do this all the time for every app that you want to uninstall. With the help of the security app, you can of course do this much quicker. Over here below we also have common features, where you have a couple of tools that you can use that are pretty hard to find. This is pretty much the only space to find them, but in order to find all of these tools, then you can just scroll all the way down and then swipe up, and then you have this toolbox. So here we have the data usage menu, where you can, for example, choose which apps should have access to mobile data or Wi-Fi. Actually, I think it's just mobile data, my bad. There is also the game turbo, where you can just simply open the game turbo to find some of the settings, where you can manage some of these settings and so on and so forth. We have the second space, we have solve problems, we have the option to clone apps, and we also have block list, where you can, for example, block unknown numbers. You can block pretty much all calls except for those contacts and phone numbers that you add to exception. We have the deep clean option again, we have delete APKs, we can clear up data quickly. And there is also the hide apps feature, which allows you to of course quickly hide apps, so that in order to access them you can just press 2 fingers apart on the home screen. In my case, there we go, this is how it looks like. And we also have the option to to set up a password for apps, which is called the app lock. There we go. And you can also use fingerprint to be able to unlock an app. So for example, if I lock YouTube, if I try to open it now, of course I need to either use my fingerprint or I have to use the password that I have set up. And you can choose the privacy protection password, which is the same password, for example, for many different things that are related to privacy, or you can just use the screen lock password if you want to keep it simple. Besides that, Xiaomi 17T and 17T Pro have infrared sensors, which means that you can set up a remote. So if you have, for example, a TV or a similar appliance, then you can add a remote into your phone. So instead of using the physical remote, you can just simply use your Xiaomi 17T or 17T Pro to control that device. As you can see, the list is quite long. We have TVs, cameras, projectors, fans, and so on and so forth. So you can probably add at least one device from your home into your smartphone so you can control it, which is of course a very good tool to have, because if you, for example, if your remote stops working, then you can always use your smartphone as a backup. And besides that, of course, over here at the top we have our status bar, where we can find some of the information about what is, for example, activated on your smartphone. And what is interesting is that we can manage the status bar. If you go to notifications and status bar and settings, then in here you should be able to find customized icon display, where you can, for example, toggle the connection speed. So you can always see what is the connection speed at a given moment, which is of course useful if you start downloading something. You can also hide icons that you feel like are pointless to have visible at the top, like for example Bluetooth, location services, VPN, hotspot, and so on and so forth. Definitely worth customizing the icon display at the top of the screen. If you go to sound and vibration, over here of course we can change volume for media, ringtone, and alarm. And as you can notice, I also have notifications, I have a separate notification volume slider, which is something that is not available straight away. And this is actually hidden, and by default, in order to change notification volume on the smartphone, on Xiaomi 17T or 17T Pro, you have to adjust the ringtone volume. So ringtone volume and notification volume have the same shared slider. Now, if you want to have separate volume for notifications and ringtones, then in that case you have to scroll down in here and go to additional settings, and then you should be able to find control notification sounds. After enabling this, if you go back to this menu, you should be able to adjust the notification volume separately from the ringtone volume. If you go to the control center or quick settings, over here of course we have a bunch of different shortcuts and buttons that we can use. But if you tap on edit and then at the top you look at this option over here, show icon labels in control center, if you turn it on, then you will have names for these shortcuts, which can be useful for those who just moved to the HyperOS Android system, which is of course the system that we have, for example, on Xiaomi smartphones. And if you are not familiar with these icons alone, if you cannot tell what these buttons do, then well, with the name you can definitely tell now what these buttons do. And of course, if you are already familiar with these names, or if you don't need it, you can always turn it back off. Alright, now besides that, if you go to settings again, and go to Wi-Fi, and over here you can choose network acceleration, then you should be able to find these two options: switch between networks and use mobile data to boost speed. So the first option allows you to use mobile data when Wi-Fi signal is weak and the network is not available. So in order to constantly be connected to the internet, you can of course enable this option, of course as long as you have a solid mobile data plan. And the second option allows you to use both Wi-Fi and mobile data at the same time in order to even increase the connection speed. So if you feel like your Wi-Fi is too weak by itself, then you might want to use mobile data as additional help. Going back to settings, if you scroll all the way down and go to additional settings, then in here you should be able to find the memory extension option, which allows you to have more RAM than by default. So you can create additional RAM by occupying storage. So the storage space is converted into additional memory. By default we use 4 GB. You can switch to 12 GB, but in order to actually make use of that, to apply this change, you need to reboot your smartphone. If you don't want to do that right now, you can tap on later, and then once you restart your phone, you should be able to have more memory. Also, if you go to floating windows, then in here you should be able to find the side toolbox, which is a great tool that allows you to quickly access some of the apps that you have installed on your phone. So if you want to quickly jump from one app to another, this might be quite helpful. You can also pin up to 10 apps at the top of the sidebar. You just have to scroll all the way down and then use this plus button. And then you can choose 10 apps that are going to be always visible at the top. The rest is pretty much randomized, and they are always suggestions, which is pretty much based on what you use at a given moment. Besides that, we have the video toolbox and call toolbox, which allow you to open the sidebar while watching a video or while being on a call in order to find additional features. Like, for example, in the case of call toolbox, you can find the interpreter or the noise reduction. And in the case of video toolbox, you can find a bunch of different tools that can be used to improve the experience of watching a video on your smartphone. So be sure to check that out. And that is pretty much all that I wanted to show you. Now, if you think there is more that I should have mentioned in this video that you think it's worth mentioning as a great tip to know about for Xiaomi 17T or 17T Pro, then please let me know in the comments. And if you're watching this video, you can of course check out comments to see if there is more. And if you need more guides for Xiaomi 17T or 17T Pro, then be sure to check out my channel, all my playlists, to find out what you can do on your smartphone. And that's pretty much it. Leave a like and subscribe.